passwords almost setiap hari. Every day in our lives, we do passwords on our phones, our email accounts, and then what? Bank, etc. You all realize that in Outlook, sometimes we put different mix of combinations of codes, like numbers, alphabetical, and everything. So, kadang buat handphone beda sendiri cuma 4 digit, kadang buat email apa lagi gitu kan. There are a lot of passwords, and sometimes it gets us depressed. Misalnya kadang-kadang kita lupa password ini apa ya, username ini kayak kemarin apa ya. It becomes not handy for us. Sometimes those passwords apparently karena kita do it regularly, baru kita bisa ingat. Sometimes we are unaware. Kalau misalnya kita new password and etc. So kalau buat aku biasanya, if I kind of forgot, kalau misalnya aku lupa mau masukin kombinasi password baru, I will write it down in my phone. In case kalau misalnya akhirnya aku lupa kalau misalnya passwordnya itu apa. And I just want you guys to understand what password does to us. It actually grants us access. Jadi all those codes ternyata itu untuk kita bisa access our phone immediately, not for public maybe, or the messages that we don't want other people to see, you know, all those private things. It grants us access. Gitu. Dan how many of us aware juga kalau misalnya Tuhan itu sebenarnya want to grant us access. He is wanting to grant us access to His promises, to His storehouses, His blessings, according to His riches. And pertanyaannya adalah, how to access these blessings effectively? Pernah nggak sih kita ketika meminta berkat dari Tuhan, kita tuh malah bingung kayak malah apa ini, malah komplain, Tuhan aku nggak bingung mau itu mau itu. Doa kita nggak terarah, apa yang kita minta itu nggak terarah. Mungkin bukan karena it's right or is it wrong there, tapi lebih apakah kita tahu Tuhan sebenarnya lewat janji-janji Tuhan itu mempersiapkan apa sih buat kita? How big is His promises? So apparently, how to access this blessing effectively? God passes down His word as your password to access His blessings. It's all in the Bible, all in the book, it's written and it's available to us. But sometimes you are unaware. Kita nggak aware sama all the verses to be prosperous, verses to be healed, verses to be comforted. All itu udah disediakan sama Tuhan. Tapi sometimes kita lupa and embrace those promises for us to aim effectively in our prayer for our blessings. Ingat gak waktu itu kita tentang the prodigal sons. Apparently when the prodigal son come back and then the father embraced him, hugged him, and compassionately wants to celebrate and to throw him a party. But his brother apparently being jealous and pissed off. Kenapa selama ini I'm being slavery, udah slaving around, udah keras. Tapi kenapa selama ini you don't throw me a party? But remember what his father said to him in my son, you are always with me, and everything that I have is yours. Apparently semua kata bapaknya semuanya itu dari kamu. Tapi mungkin dia miss out dalam arti apa? Maybe dia ask, maybe dia nanya gitu sama bapaknya sendiri, even though he is with him all this time. That's why he used to access it. It's not that it is limited or closed before him, tapi itu karena dia nggak meminta. So apparently I want us to be challenged to use these words to really be applied in all our prayers untuk bisa menarik apa sih promisesnya Tuhan dalam hidup kita. Waktu itu saya pernah ada kejadian one night in my studio. There is a time around 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. I'm still doing my work. Terus tiba-tiba a client called me up and he actually asked me to do just changing a logo that I didn't do for them. Cuman pertanyaannya nanti saya bisa jadi dari merah jadi ke biru gitu. And I was like, after he saw, nanti kamu charge-nya berapa? I don't even know charge berapa itu only. color, you know. And I was asking God, ini 911 call banget ya, like every time my client gives me, he just told me thing to do. But then somehow aku lagi pas itu baca devotion, and then there is a word in Deuteronomy 28, dan aku benar-benar baca, aku bicara, karena aku ada and he doesn't just want me to change, let's say, the color of the logo, but the whole entity to be rebranded. Now I get a sum or I get a number in my mind to touch it precisely on the rebranding, right? Cuman itu yang aku maksud, kayak dari satu masa aja yang sempit itu Tuhan bisa around, yang tadi cuma dari 911 out becomes a huge blessing. And I feel it strongly in my heart that if I didn't declare the word, it won't happen. So apparently this time around, aku mau ngajak kalian untuk prepare for us to give, and kita akan berdoa bersama-sama. Aku minta kita untuk menyuarakan iman kita untuk membaca dari Ulangan 28. Jadi sekarang di buku saudara ada amplop yang tersedia dan bisa memberikan persembahan, ulahan lewat transfer atau cash. Ada yang belum dapat amplop bisa list angkat tangannya, jadi aku bisa tahu. Oke, untuk Ulangan 28. Mari kita angkat amplop kita bersama-sama. Kita baca dari ayat 3 sampai ayat 14. We mean it and we really have a faith in what we read, alright? 1, 2, 3. Diberkatilah engkau di kota dan diberkatilah engkau di ladang. Diberkatilah buah kandunganmu, hasil bumimu dan hasil ternakmu, yakni anak lembu sapimu dan kandungan kambing dombamu. Diberkatilah bakumu dan tempat adonanmu. Diberkatilah engkau pada waktu masuk dan diberkatilah engkau pada waktu keluar. Tuhan akan membiarkan musuhmu yang maju berperang melawan engkau terpukul kalah olehmu. Bersatu jalan mereka akan menyerangi engkau, tetapi bertujuh jalan mereka akan lari dari depanmu. Tuhan akan memberikan berkat ke atasmu di dalam lumbungmu dan di dalam segala usahamu. Ia akan memberkati engkau di negeri yang diberikan kepadamu oleh Tuhan Allahmu. Tuhan akan menetapkan engkau sebagai umat-Nya yang kudus, seperti yang dijanjikannya dengan sumpah kepadamu. Jika engkau berpegang pada perintah Tuhan Allahmu dan hidup menurut jalan yang ditunjukkannya, maka segala